Previously on Pocket Survival. Everybody drop your buffs! We are swapping tribes! This is not a reward challenge!
Finally, a tribe that agreed to vote me out! Let's go!
With Hayden on another tribe, I need to find another Hayden. And I think Shadow is the best for that.
I like this alliance with Raine and Amber, but I'd like to try and get Skye in on it too.
Look at how strong we are! We're a big beefy tribe! I won't be seeing tribe council for a long time.
Yup, Steel is still terrifying, and he still hates me. I wish I could understand what he was trying to say. I think if we spoke and learned more about each other, we'd probably be friends.
Much thought must be put into the decision of who myself and Hayden align with on this new tribe. I am still quite uninterested in working with Amber. Maybe I can do something about that here.
Savar wins immunity. Rodon wins immunity.
It's Burger going home next.
In no time at all, I turned this whole thing around. And now, I ain't on the outs. It's those Rodon brats instead.
A puny flower necklace with an obsession for shark, or a gross slimy blob that no one likes.
I knew I shouldn't have trusted the other girls. I'm not confident about voting either of them out. What to do?
If this goes how I want, then your weak ass is gonna get gone.
Diana, I'm gunning for you.
Fourth Pokemon voted out of Pocket Survival, Island of the Beasts. Coolmanfh. Tribe spoken. Before we get into it, another big shout to all the VAs. Everyone put in a lot of hard work. They did an amazing job bringing these characters to life. Episode 5. That was cool. Let's go. What? Here's the Eirai Tribe now that coolmanfh is gone. Nothing changed. It really looks like nothing changed. If you do it before and after with coolmanfh, it's going to be hard to spot the difference. Savar, completely intact still, but the swap only just happened. Only had one tribal council in this swap. Rodon Tribe also completely intact. Night 10. Diana thanks Bloom and Katrina for complying with taking out coolmanfh, insisting that from this point on, it's all girls, all the way. Coolmanfh even suggests not coolmanfh, Diana. Diana even suggests they name the alliance. Coolmanfh is back from the grave. Diana is wearing coolmanph. Diana even suggests they name this alliance to really solidify it, and they agree on the Mean Queens. Bloom and Katrina both seem a bit skeptical and try to ask why the sudden shift really? That's where Diana confesses that Burger convinced her it was a good idea.
I don't know how honest Diana really is about this Mean Queens thing. I mean, it's weird, isn't it? She's the one that wanted to start it, but she's also the one that seemed the most interested in blindsiding coolmanph. Would it be just as easy for her to betray one of us? What's stopping her from doing it?
Burger scolds Andy for telling coolmanph the plan, and Andy apologizes. After Burger remarks just how easy it was to manipulate the girls. Not if they have to go back to Tribal Council again. There's still hope that both of them stay alive in the game past that point.
Heh, that flower's a dumbass. She was hooked on every word I said and followed through. What a hot mess. A hot mess that'll be working in my favor. That's for damn sure. I get back in her ear, get her to take out another one of her own, and Annie and I are sitting pretty here.
Day 11. The rain is gone. Whilst Raine is walking through the forest, he comes across a burrow in a tree hidden by some leaves. He reaches in, finding a stash of berries. He's caught by surprise at the sight. Further assessing, he determines the food's gone untouched for a few days, meaning it was stashed here before the swap.
Someone was stashing food before the swap. Someone from original Savar. All I can do is hope that it was Matthias and watch my spikes of it, but you can never be too sure. It hasn't been touched for a while. That means it can't be Nellie. That leaves Bo, Goliath, Bloom, or Diana. Any one of them, or Matthias, was stashing food away from our camp to eat for themselves. When I find out who that is, I'll deal with it. Suffice to say, they won't be trusted when the time comes.
Shadow and Muffin get to talking in the shelter, with Shadow asking if Muffin is really serious about this being voted out stuff. Muffin pours her heart and soul out about how it is her dream to see others succeed, and more specifically for her to be a stepping stone in their success. She even explains that it's similar to a sort of cuck thing, though she doesn't get sexual gratification out of it. Oh! Okay, Muffin.
That, actually gives some clarity about why she wants to go. A cuck thing, huh? I, guess that makes sense. Still would have liked for her to stay and help me as a number, but, whatever. At least that's one easy vote.
After spending the past few days assessing the rest of the tribe, Thacher and Hayden share their findings. Hayden feels pretty good about Goliath, while Thacher feels pretty good about Bo. The duo agrees on each other's picks and talk about how they'll bring it up to them the next day.
Alright, the alliance is coming around! Again. If I had a nickel for every time I had to form a 4-mon alliance with Thacher in the past week, I'd have 2 nickels, which is weird that it happened twice, you know? But yeah, I'm excited! Goliath is cool, and Bo just seems awesome from a glance, and full of spirit.
Goliath is sneaking around some, gathering berries to make another food stash, when he notices Summer alone at the watering hole, singing her praises to Lord Groudon, and insisting that someday she will meet him and help him set in motion the Great Drought. Goliath is very creeped out.
What the fuck? Like, really? That's... Wow, what the hell? They just... You guys really cast a Groudon cultist? That's just... Oh my ARCEUS, that's insane!
And an Eirai idol found. Each tribe has had one idol found. That's intriguing. Katrina approaches Burger and angrily tells him off for getting into Diana's head and changing the vote around last night. Burger is caught off guard by the forwardness and tries to bounce back with an insult, only for Katrina to threaten that if they go back to Tribal, a guy will be voted out. Whether it's Andy or Burger, it doesn't matter. They will go down.
So, a man's going down, eh? A man's getting sent home? Nah, I think it's you, Katrina. I'll get into Diana's little stupid head and make sure it's you going now, alright? 'Cause you deserve it for stepping out of line like that. Me? Listening to a pompous bitch like that for even a second? Can you even imagine that shit? It's just that unfucking believable!
Day 12! Heatwave. I believe this is the immunity challenge. Is it? Question mark? Question mark? Immunity challenge! Savar and Rodon getting your first look at the new Eirai Tribe. Conf voted out at the last Tribal Council.
Finally, Rodon bleeds. Good job, Eirai.
Oh. Let's get to today's immunity challenge. Folding under pressure. 4 tribe members will be divided into pairs, alternating pulling a sled to retrieve large foldable puzzle pieces. Once all pieces are collected, the last tribe member will act as a caller, instructing the tribe mates to complete a large puzzle. First two tribes to finish their puzzle win immunity. Losers will go to Tribal Council, where someone will be the 5th Pokemon voted out of Pocket Survival Item of the Beast. Before we start the challenge, Rodon, Savar, you both have to send one player out of this challenge. Cannot be the same player in back-to-back challenges. Who's it gonna be?
Muffin's sitting out for Savar? Who else would?
As much as I want to play, I know my tribe can crush it, so it's gonna be me.
Alright, Muffin sitting out for Savar, Goliath sitting out for Rodon. Everyone else, let's get this challenge underway. And after a grueling battle, Savar wins immunity. And Eirai wins immunity. Rodon's going to Tribal Council tonight. Whoa! And they're voting someone out from their tribe and out of this game.
Would you look at that? It appears as though I am finally permitted to attend my first tribal council this season. As a corporate lawyer, I am very well practiced in speaking to a large group of Pokemon, and willing them to make the legal decision I desire. Tonight should be no different. I have been waiting to dip my toe in the ocean of strategy related to voting a member of my own tribe out of this game. And finally, I am granted the opportunity to put my wits to the test. Let tonight be a thrilling one.
Ooh, let tonight be a thrilling one. Good words from Thacher. Skye complains about how grueling the weather has been so far, swapping between wet rain and dry heat day after day. It's giving them whiplash. Nellie also complains about the weather, and the two have a good laugh over it.
Nearly awesome! Skye hate rain! Nearly hate rain! Skye hate heat! Nearly hate heat! Funny! Skye want to work with Nearly! Keep Nearly close! Skye hope nothing bad happened to Nearly or Skye! Make Nearly and Skye rivals!
Amber, for the second time now, tries to come on to Shadow. He again declines her advances, but isn't quite as polite as the first time.
What a stubborn loser! You're denying one of the best-looking mons out here, hell, in the world! Either you have to be gay or a loser virgin to not want to get with this, really. But still, I'm sure I can sway him to my side. I may have an alliance, but you can never go wrong with being someone's ride or die.
Andy is super hyped after winning an immunity challenge, since for him this is only the second time he's gotten to avoid Tribal Council. Bloom is equally as excited, the two celebrating together while swimming around in the ocean water of the tribe's beach.
Mean Queens is cool for the game and all, but Andy is awesome! We gel really well together, like ice cream and chocolate syrup. If we gotta go to Tribal again, I'm really hoping the Mean Queens and I vote Burger first, cause Andy, I want to be around Andy more. Dude's a party all the time. It's kick-ass.
Oh, she's developing Andy's mannerisms of saying it's kick-ass. That's so cute. Burger approaches Diana to suggest voting one of the other women out again if they had to go to Tribal, but Diana doesn't respond. Diana is shunning Burger, refusing to listen to anything he says. Anytime he tries to talk to her, she just shuffles away, which is leaving Burger pretty damn annoyed.
Oh, so Diana thinks she's hot shit now, don't she? Thinks working with globby old me is below her and a condescending ass? She's nothing in this game! If she thinks I couldn't walk up to any other member of a little bitchy brats alliance and turn them against her, she's got another thing coming! She'd be out like that!
Upon getting back to camp, Steel wastes no time in expressing his emotion by starting to trash the camp, attacking the shelter, slashing at the food supply, pretty much undoing any and all the work the Rodon Tribe had put into their camp before this. Many of the other tribe members are on edge as Steel puts on this fierce display of rage. Oh no. It still continues to rampage. The rest of the tribe comes together and agrees that he needs to be voted out tonight. Hayden points out that they're almost lucky that they lost the challenge, because otherwise they'd have this messed up camp and the Mon that messed it up sticking around. Everyone agrees.
I thought this tribe shake-up was going to be good. We're the Super Jack tribe after all. But instead, we lose our second go-around, and one of our own goes into a breakdown and destroys most of our camp. This is gonna hinder us a lot. We lost a lot of food and we gotta rebuild everything! And he's still rampaging out there. Ugh, at least we can build back better.
Once the rampaging is calmed down, Thacher and Hayden pull Bo and Goliath into a group of 4. Thatcher announces the plans to make a majority alliance. Called Merge, they may have to drag in a few members, but they should be solid. Hayden even remarks that one Mon will be Amber, so they have 5 for sure. Bo and Goliath agree to the deal, and Bo even says that she's close with Diana, so that makes 6.
This is where things start kicking off for me in this game now. A part of a big majority alliance. Pfft, you can't say I ain't playing, cause I'm playing real hard. We got the brains, Thacher, the brawn, Bo, the beauty, Hayden, and the spirit, me. We're gonna crush this.
Oh my god. A hidden immunity idol has been found. Because there can only be one idol from each tribe in possession at a time, that means either this or the previously found idol is a fake. The fake idol has been found by someone. Whether this was the fake or the last one, who knows? The tribe gathers their belongings and leaves for tribal council.
Groudon has truly blessed me to be in a grand position within this tribe. Once Steel is gone, we will bounce back in challenges and get very far. I'm sure of that. And if not, everyone likes me, so I'm not on the outs of any respect. Ah, Groudon, you're just too kind to me. Now, let's vote this feral out.
Rodon Tribe one now. Hayden, Steel, Thacher. Behind you are 3 torches, not 2. Grab your torch, dip it into the flame, get fire. This is part of the Ritual Tribal Council. Fire represents your life in this game, and if your fire is gone, so are you. For the record, that means the only Pokemon that have not been to Tribal Council yet are the players on Savar that were originally on Rodon. I know that that is for sure Skye and Amber. I don't know if there's another one. I don't remember. First time I see yellow buffs at Tribal Council. Welcome, Rodon Tribe. Now, I understand that there was an altercation back at camp after the challenge. That should be a good place to start. Steel, what happened to camp?
Steel doesn't talk.
I'd be surprised to find a single brain cell rattling around in there.
Understood. Talking not on the table when it comes to Steel. And how about Hayden? Care to elaborate?
Something that happened at the challenge must have freaked Steel out, because he went into a rage when we got back to camp and tore up pretty much everything. When we get back tonight, we're basically starting at square one, as if we just stepped on the beach.
It looks like a war zone back there.
Groudon will help us build back stronger than ever.
Devastating to hear. All that work over the past 12 days reduced to nothing. Just like that. Bo, how does the tribe feel about this?
It's not even a question. We feel terrible. We're gonna have to sleep on the ground tonight with no protection, no coverage. If it rains before we can build back up, we're screwed. I don't know what went through that big lizard's brain to destroy our camp, but whatever it was, can't be worth all the carnage.
So the Thacher, am I correct in assuming that explosion of rage has impacted the plan for tonight's tribal?
It is a foregone conclusion that Steel the Garchomp will receive votes from every other member of this tribe, and will find himself cast out of this game, yes. Which is a shame. I came out here to play a game of strategy, yet my first tribal council will be devoid of such. I detest this feral beast for robbing me of such an event.
That's one reason to be mad.
Goliath, everyone is talking about what a shame losing the campus, how terrible starting over will be. It seems Thatcher's only upset about not getting to strategize. What's your take on that?
Everyone is upset for some reason, I guess. I'm not that shattered about the camp either. It's the food situation that has me down. I'm a big eater, literally champion level, and a lot of our food was destroyed in that blind rage. My stomach is already begging for something more than what we had. It's crying out here, man!
You're not the only one.
Summer, how hard do you think it'll be to rebuild the tribe's camp, tribe's shelter, back to what it once was?
Oh, I have no doubts it will be tough. But we can't let ourselves get all focused on the negatives. After all, with Lord Groudon on our side, we will build back, and we will be blessed with safety from the great drought.
Pardon?
It seems that the tribe has already come to a conclusion about tonight's vote. Let's see if the vote really swings that way. It is time to vote. I didn't mess up this time. Hayden, you're up first.
Despite the fact we've had a few run-ins with each other, I don't hate you. But you've crossed a line. You gotta go.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Pokemon voted out will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Steel. That's one vote Steel. Steel. That's two votes Steel. Goliath. That's two votes Steel, one vote Goliath. Steel. That's three votes Steel, one vote Goliath. Fifth Pokemon voted out of Pocket Survival, Island of the Beasts. Steel. It's four votes, that's enough. You're gonna have to bring me your torch. Steel. The tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Now that the storm has passed, let's hope you can recover your camp quickly. If not, I might just see you here again. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Night. Heartbreaking. He had so much to say. There we go. Another unanimous vote this season. The hits just keep coming.